The boy came running from the side of the road, barefoot, breathless, his thin shirt soaked in sweat and dust. His voice tore through the afternoon like a blade. "Stop this bus." At first, no one listened. The bus was old, its blue paint peeled like dead skin, windows rattling with every pothole. It was already late, already overcrowded, already irritated with life. People were hanging from the doorway, bags pressed to their chests, eyes tired, minds locked on reaching home. The conductor leaned out and shouted back, annoyed. "Move aside. Are you mad?" But the boy didn't move. He ran alongside the bus, waving his arms, panic etched into his young face. His eyes weren't begging, they were warning. "Stop it. Please. Stop the bus. It's going to catch fire." Laughter burst from inside. Someone scoffed. Someone cursed. Someone said, "Another street drama." Another voice mocked, "Hey prophet, tell us tomorrow's lottery numbers too." The driver glanced once in the mirror, saw a skinny poor boy chasing them, and pressed the accelerator harder. The bus roared forward. The boy stumbled, nearly falling, but he didn't stop screaming. His throat burned, his chest hurt, his legs shook. Still he ran, because he had seen it. 10 minutes earlier, he had been collecting scrap near the roadside workshop. Oil, grease, sparks. He knew these smells. He knew danger better than most men twice his age. When the bus had stopped briefly at the red light, he saw smoke licking out from beneath the engine, faint but wrong. He smelled burning rubber mixed with leaking fuel. A deadly combination. He shouted then too, but the traffic drowned him out. The light turned green, the bus moved, and the smoke grew thicker. Now it was moving fast. Too fast. The boy finally collapsed onto the road, coughing, tears streaking his dirty face. The bus disappeared around the bend, carrying laughter, impatience, and fate with it. Inside the bus, life went on. A woman clutched her grocery bag, thinking about dinner. A college boy scrolled his phone. An old man counted prayer beads. A mother scolded her child for leaning out the window. Sweat, perfume, diesel, the usual chaos of survival. Then someone smelled it. "Do you smell that?" a man asked, frowning. "Smells like burning," another replied casually. "These buses always smell." The driver frowned too. The steering wheel vibrated strangely now. The engine coughed. He ignored it. He had ignored worse. The bus jerked suddenly. People grabbed poles. A scream slipped out. The engine made a sharp cracking sound, like something snapping inside. And then, fire. A sudden blast erupted beneath the floor. Flames burst through the back, hungry and fast, licking seats, devouring curtains. Smoke poured in like a black wave. Panic exploded. People screamed. Children cried. The conductor banged on the door, pulling the lever. It jammed. The bus swerved. The driver slammed the brakes, but it was too late. Flames climbed higher, fed by leaking fuel, roaring like a living monster. The bus crashed sideways into a divider. Metal shrieked. Glass shattered. People were thrown forward, bodies piling, screams choking into coughs as smoke swallowed air. Outside, chaos erupted. Shops emptied. People ran. Someone shouted for water. Someone shouted for help. Phones came out. Sirens were distant, too distant. Inside the bus, hell had arrived. A woman clawed at the window, burning her hands. A man tried breaking glass with his elbow, skin tearing. The old man dropped his beads and prayed with a voice already fading. The child screamed for his mother, voice cracking, lungs filling with smoke. And in that moment, in that unbearable, burning moment, the driver remembered the boy. "Stop this bus." His heart clenched. If only. Fire consumed the front now. The conductor finally kicked the emergency exit open. A few people tumbled out, rolling on the ground, clothes burning. Others followed, pushing, trampling, desperate. But not everyone made it. When firefighters arrived, the bus was a skeleton of black metal, smoke curling into the sky like a funeral prayer. Silence fell heavy. Bodies were carried out, covered in sheets. Survivors sat on the ground, shaking, eyes empty. News cameras arrived. Reporters spoke of negligence, of accidents, of fate. No one spoke of the boy. Except one man, a shopkeeper, standing at the edge of the crowd, whispered, "There was a kid, he was shouting, he tried to stop it." No one heard him. Hours later, the boy sat on the curb far away, knees pulled to his chest. His throat was raw, his head throbbed. He stared at the ground, eyes hollow. He didn't cry. He had cried enough already. He knew what had happened. He could feel it in the silence inside him, in the weight pressing on his chest. Lives lost. Warnings ignored. A truth screamed too loudly to be believed. People walked past him, not seeing him, as usual. That night, the city slept uneasily. Dreams burned. In the days that followed, headlines screamed. Politicians visited. Promises were made. Blame was shifted. Compensation announced. The bus company denied fault. Investigations were ordered. And somewhere in the corner of a small article, one line appeared. Eyewitnesses claim a boy had warned the bus moments before the incident. No name, no face, just a sentence. Weeks passed. Life moved on, because it always does. The boy returned to collecting scrap. Hunger doesn't pause for grief. Streets don't soften for regret. He still smelled smoke sometimes, even when there was none. One afternoon, a man approached him. He wore clean clothes, eyes tired but kind. "Were you the one who tried to stop the bus?" the man asked gently. The boy looked up, wary. "Yes," he said. The man swallowed hard. "My wife was on that bus." Silence stretched. "I survived," the man continued, voice shaking. "Because I was near the emergency exit. But others didn't." The boy looked away. "I keep thinking," the man said, "tears forming, if only they had listened to you." The boy said nothing. "What's your name?" the man asked. "Doesn't matter," the boy replied quietly. But it did. Because stories are built on names. And warnings are carried by voices. And sometimes, the smallest voice tries to save the loudest crowd. The man reached into his pocket, pulled out some money. The boy shook his head. "I don't want it," he said. "I just wanted them to stop." The man broke down. That night, the boy lay under the open sky, stars flickering above him like distant eyes. He wondered if screaming had any meaning in a world that only listens after disaster. He wondered if next time, anyone would believe him. Somewhere, a bus engine roared. And somewhere, a warning waited to be heard.